On Fire TV is a streaming network for a generation on the move.
Welcome back. You man, Diamond K in here, of course. The DiamondKShow.com, onfire-tv.com. The January 6th, the hearings and everything have really been something to see. We got some, Trump supporters. These are Trump supporters testifying. A lot going on. Liz Cheney revealing that Donald Trump attempted to contact the January 6th committee witness. She, talk about dropping the mic. She dropped the mic during this hearing, or right at the end. So she said that last week, Donald Trump attempted to contact a January 6th committee witness, somebody that we have not seen yet. The phone call was reported to the Justice Department. Liz Cheney says at the hearing that we will take any effort to influence witness testimony very seriously. Very seriously. Says that the former president tried to reach out to a January 6th committee witness who has not been heard from at the hearings. And that the incident has been reported to the Justice Department. Reported to the Justice Department. Merrick Garland is not proven to be anybody that's going to go after the president. But she says that we take it seriously. Cheney said that the witness declined to answer, so they did not answer Trump's call, but instead referred the matter to their attorney, and their attorney contacted the committee. The committee supplied the information to the Justice Department. What's going to happen with that? Nothing. Here's the thing. He didn't talk to him. All right, so he's going to be able to squirm around that. Yeah, you or me wouldn't have been able to just escape this. But Donald Trump, nothing sticks to him. And then he didn't talk to him. And let's look at when he talked to somebody, right? He called somebody and asked for other votes. We had it on tape. Maybe something's going to come of that, but I don't know. Who knows? Fannie Willis might get something popping. I don't know. We haven't seen anything stick to Trump, so let's not get our hopes up and thinking that the wheels of justice are going to suddenly turn now. Trump pretty much instigated this coup attempt on the Capitol, on America, and people still have doubt. I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. Why are we getting our hopes up about this? Yes, witness tampering. Witness tampering is the least of the crimes. He's been accused credibly of rape. Nothing happened. So now all of a sudden, witness tampering. Oh, that's witness tampering. That's the line. She said that Liz Cheney, that is, said that Trump made the call after the last committee hearing in which Cassidy Hutchinson, a former aide to Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, testified. That's who I think he called. I think he called Mark Meadows, me personally. It's going to come out eventually, but it's not even going to make a difference. And this is the this is the trending topic for the moment, but at the end of the day, they ain't going to do nothing to him. Democrats are scared. And Liz Cheney's not a Democrat, but she did all she can do. Now you're pushing it over to Merrick Garland. What? You might as well gave it to Joe Biden. Ain't nothing going to happen. They ain't going to do nothing. He's not going to press any charges because Democrats still believe this is a gentleman's agreement. We're not going to do that. That would be against precedent. We're not going to bring any charges against the president. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. The committee's last hearings, Cheney warned about efforts to intimidate or influence witnesses. The last witness was one of the people that was called by somebody else. Trump said, "No, I'm going to call them myself." And didn't get him on the phone. Didn't get them on the phone, but, he called. I'm sure he didn't know their number. Somebody dialed the number for them. But the January 6th committee once again delivered a riveting, a disturbing narrative, the lead up to January 6th and the aftermath. We saw the aftermath on our TV. The nearly 3-hour hearing included vivid testimony about Donald Trump's culpability in instigating the siege on the Capitol. We heard from some Trump supporters. We've heard these two witnesses here. A former spokesman for the Oath Keepers, and that is the gentleman with the jean jacket on, Jason Von Tattenhove, former spokesman for the Oath Keepers, and Stephen Ayers, who pled guilty to entering the Capitol on January the 6th. Said that Trump's rhetoric mobilized extremist groups and faithful supporters to come to Washington on that day. We basically just followed what he said, Ayers told the committee. And that included following Trump's every tweet. They're hanging on his every tweet. Ayers told the committee that had Trump called off his supporters from the Capitol earlier in the afternoon, we wouldn't be in as bad of a situation. That's true. Instead, Trump waited until 4 p.m. after the Capitol had been sacked to call the crowd to disperse. Yeah, he took his own sweet time, sitting down, watching it on TV. He watched on TV as the nation's capital, the U.S. Capitol, was ransacked by his supporters while he was president. And then tries to justify that with lies. With lies. They hung on his every tweet. Liz Cheney clearly does not like Trump. Trump doesn't like her either. But I don't think that Trump likes America based on his actions. Based on his actions. There have been other presidential candidates who had problems with the vote. He ain't the first one. There were actually credible problems in the past. Nixon, when he was defeated by Kennedy, he had an argument. Historians have pointed to the fact that Kennedy stole Chicago, right? Stole votes in Illinois, which led to him getting elected. But Nixon, Republican, believed in our system of government, accepted the defeat. Because look, he had done a lot of dirt his own self in other races. There had been, shady things going on in the past. And later on, he ended up becoming president. Leaving in disgrace, but also due to his own decision making. Al Gore did. If anybody had a reason to be upset, it was Al Gore. Talk about an election being stolen. But he respected the country, went along with it. Trump made up lies. These other gentlemen, these other candidates, previous candidates, had an actual case, had something to go off of. Trump is grasping at straws and led these people to the U.S. Capitol in a temper tantrum. They were in some of these texts or whatever. They're talking about the Rubicon. You know what the Rubicon is? It's a river. It's a river that led into Rome. So the expression crossing the Rubicon, it's a point of no return. Julius Caesar crossed the Rubicon to go into Rome. Crossing the Rubicon. Did Trump actually cross the Rubicon? Did Trump reach a point of no return, or will we see this guy elected again? I say we will not see him elected again. He's turned off voters that he actually needs. He's going to get less. Let's just pretend that he got the Republican nomination. I don't think he's going to get it, but let's just pretend. He would get less votes this time than he did against Biden in 2020. He's turned off people. Now, yes, his diehard supporters are still there. His diehard supporters are still there. But he's got less people supporting him than he did last time. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know who he's going to call. Call somebody. All right? Somebody better call his mama. The president got everybody riled up. President at the time. These Trump supporters that testified, I guess former Trump supporters maybe they still are, said that he believed Trump's election claims, but doesn't so much anymore. I didn't know about that. Doesn't so much. Not so much. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Ayers pled guilty to disorderly conduct and is due to be sentenced this fall. He described himself as captivated by social media. He was addicted to social media. He needs to be in social media rehab. He says that he went when Trump, in his ellipse speech, called on his supporters to go march there. And I'm going to be with you. No, he didn't go. You know what I mean? Trump said he was going to be with them, but he didn't go. See, he's a damn liar. He can't even keep it real with his supporters. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be in spirit. Maybe I call somebody. President got everybody riled up. Ayers said that he considers himself to be a family man. Considers himself to be a family man, says that he loves his country. I don't think any one man is bigger than any one of those. No man's bigger than their family. No man's bigger than their country, he says. Okay. Then why are you following this liar? All right. Van Tatenhove, the gentleman in the jean jacket, testified that the Oath Keepers was mainly a way for its founder, Stuart Rhodes, to create a paramilitary organization, warning that the attack on the Capitol could have been a spark that started a civil war. Trump has all these combustible elements, including himself. It's just like shaking the table, shaking it up. Things could go a wire at any point in time. We saw this young lady, 25 years old, last time. Said a lot of things. People tried to challenge the things that she said in some instances. So she was giving, secondhand accounts on some things during her time. I haven't been seeing a lot of people challenging a lot that these guys are saying, because these are some of the folks that are involved in the groups, right? They didn't have the direct access to the president. So I don't think that folks online are going to be talking too crazy about them. But the hearing had a number of revelations. Revelations. All right. So The night of January the 6th, Brad Parscale, who was Trump's campaign manager in 2020 and an advisor in 2016, sent Texas, all right, to Katrina Pearson. She was involved in planning the rally at the Ellipse, the rally that the president at the time spoke at. This is about Trump pushing uncertainty in our country. A sitting president asking for civil war, Parscale wrote. This week, I feel guilty for helping him win. Yeah, you don't say. You don't say. You don't say. Pearson responded, you did what you felt was right at the time, and therefore it was right. Yeah, but a woman is dead, he wrote back. You do realize this was going to happen. Yeah, if I was Trump and knew my rhetoric killed someone, it wasn't rhetoric, Pearson wrote. Katrina, he responded. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yeah, you don't say. You don't say. So much revealed. Is this going to change? I mean, the report's going to be nice, and maybe they're going to, put some nice binding on. It's going to be a whole lot of pages. What is this going to change? This might get the moderates, some moderates that are on the side. Maybe. Hopefully. I'd like to see something that would prevent Donald Trump from running for office again. That's what I would like to see. So I'm sure that he's going to probably try to hurry up and run. Like, hurry up and buy. He's going to try to do it. Some other revelations. The pressure that was put on the vice president at the time, Pence. Trump's speech on January the 6th originally did not include references to the then vice president. He was trying to pressure him to reject the electoral vote count, even though it was a ceremonial thing. It's just ceremonial. But he's still, Trump, not understanding how things work, still thought a person that lost on the ticket alongside of him could change the outcome so they win. This is how his mind works. Not very well. Not very well at all. Trump called him names. He's a wimp. P word. All that kind of stuff. The speech was to include just one reference to Pence. Trump ended up calling out the vice president 5 or 6 times during the rally. He got the supporters of his riled up. Hang Mike Pence. Hang Mike Pence. He had the crowd in the palm of his hands. The march was planned. They tried to act like it wasn't. There's got to be some smoke and mirrors, but the march was planned. Folks knew that it was going to happen, those on the inside. Some folks on Team Trump were horrified by this, but did not do anything to stop it. Yeah. We fight like hell. If you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore. Oh, Trump tried to rile them up. He tried to put a battery in their back. Steve Bannon knew. Bannon, of course, former chief strategist to Trump, facing contempt charges for rejecting the committee's subpoena. Now he wants to appear. Oh, but it's too late, Steve. Too late. See, the folks disrespected the January 6th committee. Disrespected them. Oh, but Bannon now realizes, this is real. See, back in the fall, he was talking tough. Now He's probably biting his fingernails. But Steve Bannon spoke to Donald Trump twice by phone on January the 5th, the day before the attack on the Capitol. According to the committee, at first there was an 11-minute conversation. Bannon said on his podcast, all hell is going to break loose tomorrow. Later they spoke in the evening, according to the committee, for 6 minutes. A lot of these Trump supporters hoping, praying, wishing they could get a pardon. You ain't get no pardon right now, fam. There was a Twitter employee whose face and voice was obscured, said that Donald Trump's early morning December 19th tweet calling for a rally in Washington, D.C. on January the 6th produced threatening responses that felt as if a mob was being organized. They were gathering their weaponry and their logic and their reasoning, the anonymous Twitter employee said, shocked over the response of the then president's tweets. Trump tweeted for supporters to show up, be there, we'll be wild, he wrote. And this is the point where a lot of his supporters started to mobilize. Folks that were already going to do rallies changed it so their rally would be on the same day. After that tweet was sent, Alex Jones called for Trump supporters to show up on January 6th. Other supporters posted messages on far-right and racist message boards advocating for violence. Advocating for violence against the police who were guard. I'm just all kind of stuff. Trump lit the match and watched it burn. And here's the thing. He ain't going to protect none of y'all. What did you do this for? The folks that are still saying, oh, Trump will stop and steal. Trump will not do anything for any of you. They're drinking the Kool-Aid, and Trump then pissed in it. Sidney Powell, Giuliani, Mike Flynn, the Overstock or former Overstock CEO clashed with sane members of the White House staff, including the counsel, Pat Cipollone. He was one of the ones that defended Trump during the impeachment. These are diehard supporters clashing with the crazy diehard supporters. They call it the crazies, right? This was a mess, an embarrassing mess. So they're meeting. He's secretly meeting with the crazy people. They're telling them stuff that he's already thinking, stuff to try to support what he already wants to do. They wanted to seize voting machines, which Cipollone vehemently opposed. The argument from Team Trump, it is mind-blowing that this man was the president of these United States. So the focus of the committee has been laser focused on proving their case, and I think that they've done a great job. The committee is focused on, his ties to the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys. The hearings themselves have had an uptick in the number of reporters in the room, as well as visitors watching in person. Interest has also increased. This is just an amazing time. This is just an amazing time. What is going to happen? What is going to be the outcome of this report? I don't know. Liz Cheney dropping the mic, as I said at the end. The Trump coup plot, including the right-wing militias. You know, the folks that are really dug in with Donald Trump, they're going to still be there. They're going to still be dug in. They're still going to be there. This phone call that has prompted DOJ referral. Man, this is just a referral. Hey, they're saying, hey, here's the phone call. You know, something may happen, may not, if they decide. But I think because he didn't actually talk to anybody, this was an attempted witness intimidation. Attempted. How many times did he call? Trump didn't reach out to the witness, according to Cheney. It's getting interesting. The DOJ has been alerted. DOJ has been alerted. But Trump personally trying to contact the witness shows you how arrogant, how brazen he is. And it highlights his desperation. He's nervous. He's nervous. The fact that he personally tried to reach out to this person, who I think is Mark Meadows. But who knows? We'll see. Because I'm sure it's going to come out. But the committee, they sent a warning shot already. The warning shot was somebody tried to contact one of our witnesses. Don't do that. Then he does something else. They shot in the air again. And he's going to probably do something else. He's going to probably do something else. Unhinged he is. Did Trump tamper with a January 6th committee witness? Did he scare them? Maybe. Maybe. So next week, we're going to have another hearing. Another hearing next week. They're probably going to wrap this thing up. Probably going to wrap this up. Put it in a nice little box. Print out the pages to their report. And present it nicely and put it on their website. And that's going to be it. That's going to be it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok at The Diamond K Show. Of course, onfire-tv.com. I'm here weekdays, 6 p.m. On Fire Plus is our new streaming service, of course, home of On Fire TV and Radio on Fire. For the last 16 years, the Baltimore Crown Awards has been connecting, developing, honoring, and promoting the Baltimore scene. Get those green clothes ready, semi-formal, formal, however you feel fly. The 2022 Baltimore Crown Awards is coming, and it's an emerald party. Nomination process happening right now. Visit thebaltimorescene.org, thebaltimorescene.org. The ceremony goes down the 16th annual Baltimore Crown Awards, Saturday, November the 19th at the Garage, 6 Lafayette Avenue in Baltimore, hosted by Desi Alexander. thebaltimorescene.org or 443-248-2596 for tickets. Baltimore Crown Awards. The Diamond K Show, of course. Check me out on YouTube. Search The Diamond K Show, DJ Diamond K. Subscribe to my page. Every Saturday, 6 p.m., I go in the mix. And during the week, 6 p.m., talking about the top news stories of the day. Business contact marketing at thediamondkshow.com. You want to send me some music or any booking info, djdiamondk@gmail.com. I'll be back here tomorrow, of course. So much going on in the world. So much going on. But thank you for joining me. I will see you guys tomorrow.
On Fire TV is a streaming network for a generation on the move.